Go. All right, guys, welcome to another exciting edition of the live web class for the Digital Business Specialist class. Today, we are going to be talking about how you can create your own software without writing a line of code. A couple of days ago, we actually did a powerful training on how you can write your own digital book or your own digital video training or audio training, how you can get it done in literally less than 72 hours. Sometimes without even writing the book yourself. We went extensively through that. Today, we are going to be talking about how to do the same thing for software. Software happens to be an area where I'm a specialist in. I have at least 9 successful products that I've launched. 6 of them did over $100,000 each. The remaining 3, one did I think 30,000. There's one that did 60,000, and another one that did 40,000. But I have experience in this, apart from also helping other people to launch their own software. And I happen to know for an entry-level person, you actually can get your own software created without writing any line of code yourself, even if it is not as robust as the ones where we invest a lot of money and energy on, but you can start from somewhere. Okay, so here we go. We're going to be talking about guerrilla strategies for writing. I hope you guys can see my. I hope you guys can see my screen. Can you guys see my screen? All right, great. All right, if you can see my PowerPoint screen, I want you to give me a 20. You know how we do it? Okay, great. At least several of you can do that. At least you can respond. Some of you are even too lazy to respond when they ask a question and you want to make money online. Guerrilla strategies for creating your own 6-figure software product in 7 days or less without writing a line of code. Incidentally, this is one module out of my 12-module mega course called Launchify 360. That's a $1,000 course that I sell now around $97 about step-by-step process on creating and launching your own software product on the international scene. I mean, I've done this so many times. I've trained several of the big names you see out there today who are launching products for $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, even $400,000 on the international scene. Went through this same Launchify 360 class. You guys know Shenwo Gundele will tell you himself. He took this class. He bought the $1,000 package, and that is what he used to take off. Patrick Enyum just said the same thing on Facebook yesterday. We have several like that I've learned under me by taking this Launchify 360 thing. It's a $1,000 course, but I'm taking one module out of there, how to create a software. And if you really like this training on it, you may want to consider getting the old Launchify 360 package. Okay, I'm giving it away at a 50% discount after this class today, so you pay only $497. If you want the old thing, it's over, I think about, if I remember correctly, over 8 hours of step-by-step training, complete with transcripts, complete with audios, complete with everything else that you need to learn to create and launch your own software. But this short training is this one module is just going to focus on a part of module 1, of one module in the course. I think it's module 3. This is going to be like part B of a 3-part class in that module. So you know how robust this is, and you can use this to judge whether Launchify 360 thing is what you want to purchase for yourself. Because that is my specialty. That is what I do. That is where I make the most of my money. All right, so let's look at the guerrilla strategies for creating your own 6-figure software in 7 days or less without writing a line of code. Software creation without tears. I mean, I call it, you can do this the smart way or the hard way. You don't need to be a top guru or even have a technical mind to produce a winning software on the internet. A lot of people assume that you have to be very technical to be able to own your own software or to be able to produce your own software. But I've proved it over and over and over again that you don't need to be technical. I am not technical. I'm just a lawyer. Yes, a well-educated lawyer, but still a lawyer the same. I don't have technical skills. I cannot write a line of code, even if my life depended on it. But I own some of the top-selling software out there in the marketplace right now. At least 9 of them that I remember launching, another 3 with other people. So 12 in total in the space of 3 years. You can do it also, all right? But it takes more hustle than many of you are ready to give. But first, let's talk about why you need to produce and launch your own software on JVZoo or any other international markets. Reason number 1, software has a higher perceived value than ebook or video or training package. Reason number 2, software is what sells mostly online now. It sells a lot more than ebook, a lot more than anything else, because ebook, you'll be lucky to be able to sell it for $27. People won't buy it because there's a lot of ebooks out there right now. But you can sell a software for multiple hundreds of dollars and it keeps selling. So that is why you want to look into creating a software for yourself if you want to make big money in this game. This is my niche. Incidentally, this is the niche that I selected and I've been operating in for at least 3 years now. I'm just moving back into training with this. Reason number 3, most JVs and affiliates are only interested in promoting software products. In other words, if you want to do a big launch for big money, we are talking $50,000, $100,000 type of thing, affiliates are mostly prepared to promote software than promote ebook. That's why when you publish ebooks, you are hardly going to get people to come and help you promote that because they know it doesn't sell as much, and then the price you can put on ebook is very limited. So most JVs and affiliates are only interested in promoting software products. Reason number 4, why you want to create your own software online is software provides you more opportunity for immediate income and residual income. Because you make money immediately you launch, and it's something you can keep selling and selling and selling and selling over and over again, particularly when you have what is called a SaaS, which is software as a service. You are offering a software that people will have to subscribe before they can use, where you are the one hosting the software, and people have to log in to use your software. They have to pay you money monthly or annually. There's nothing better than that online right now. I should know. That's my business. I make sales every day of people subscribing to my software or renewing their subscription. So question, how can you produce your own launchable software without losing your mind? Because many of you, when you think about this, you just want to lose your mind when you think about the kind of what it takes or what you imagine it takes to be able to produce your own software. My amazing discovery, you don't need to be a top guru or have technical skills to produce a winning software to sell on the internet. Most software product launchers, they know less than you do about how to create software products. That's what is funny. There are some of you out there who even have some idea about how to do some technical stuff. Many of those software owners or launchers out there who are making all this big money you keep hearing about, $600,000, $400,000, many of them don't know as much as you know about how to create products. The only difference is they have dared to go out there and launch. So let's look at some strategies, okay? How many of us are ready to hear some quick strategies to create their own software, even as rookies? Give me a 99 if you are ready. Give me a 0 if you don't care. Let's go. I need you guys to be involved. All righty. I see Badara talking. Oluwayomi Pedro. Oladele Awogoke. Right? Egba Victor. So I see 4 or 5 people who are really interested in learning about this. Interesting. Chris Lam. Amodu Adeboye. Okay, I see enough of you. So let's get to it. Number one strategy. You can buy developers license rights from key sites and then have someone customize it for you. It is that simple, and I'm going to explain in a little bit. There are many sites. Excuse me, guys, let me get some water. It will surprise you that there are many sites where they sell developers license. In other words, somebody has already done all the coding. Somebody has already built it. And then it gives you what is called developers license rights to be able to own that software and develop it. So, and what you do is that you hire somebody on guru.com, upwork.com, Fiverr, Warrior Forum, maybe even at freelancer.net to help you customize it. All they're going to do with the customization, sometimes it's just for them to change the name and help you change the interface. It will cost you very little to get that done. You don't need to do any more coding and you are ready to go. Now, the question you must be asking is, where can you get these developers' rights, okay, to software that you can turn around, customize, and launch? Here is one of them, CodeCanyon.net. You can discover over 20,000 code scripts and plugins. It will amaze you that a lot of the software that is being launched that you buy, okay, many of them came from this site. People go there, they look for codes or scripts or plugins that they know will sell, that they know people need. Then they buy the license. That is called developer's license. Many times, the developer's license is not more than $200 or $100. Some of them are less than $50 for you to buy developer right, which allows you to resell that software as yourself. As your own. CodeCanyon.net. Again, when you are doing this though, make sure you read the rules very well. Some of those scripts in CodeCanyon, some of them don't allow you to sell it to mass without buying an extra license. Some of them give you some specific limitations of what you can do with it. So please, when you are buying here, make sure you read the rules. Don't tell me later that Dr. Okwe told you to go and do that. It is legal. Like I said, it took me a while to even realize that that is what a lot of people do in places like JVZoo, Warrior Forum, and even ClickBank. They come here, they look for a nice software, they buy it, they buy developer rights, which most times is less than $200, less than $100 sometimes. Then they put up all the sales pages and then they put it out there to be launched. So and some of them go away with 50K, 100K, 30K, whatever. That is option one. It's not that complicated. Another site for that, TeamForest.net. They are actually all owned by the same people. In this place, you can buy thousands of website templates and themes from $2 to $200 also that you can resell. WordPress themes, for instance, web templates, and more. They are brought to you by the largest global community of creatives. Guys create this stuff and they sell it there. You can see, by the way, if my picture is there disturbing you, you can move it anywhere on your screen that you want. Because some of you, sometimes when I'm doing stuff on the system, you don't see it because my picture is blocking you. So you can move that picture to anywhere on your computer you want. As you can see right here, there is 32,102 website templates and themes from just $2. These are all ready-made stuff. Web templates, WordPress themes. Many WordPress themes are sold every day on JVZoo, on TeamForest, on Warrior Plus, on ClickBank. You could do the same. Just come in here, TeamForest.net, and search for what works. See VideoHive.net. This one deals with video effects templates and stock footage. Lots of people also have gone in there and they have bought royalty-free videos and templates that have been created by video professionals from all over the world. Some of those stock footage are thousands and thousands in one product, so that you can buy it, you can repackage it, and you can sell with the permission of the owner, because they sell you developer rights. This is different from PLR rights. This is developer rights, allowing you to actually mess with the code, allowing you to change some codes in there, and you don't need to know how to do any of that. Once you get somebody who can do it for you, and they're typically very cheap on places I mentioned earlier, on Fiverr, on Guru.com, you can get somebody to do minimal work for you. You don't want to be doing overshow to start with. Get somebody to make that for you, and you are ready to go. graphicriver.net. These ones have over 500,000 graphic templates that you can repackage with the developer rights, and then you can sell. How hard can that be? You pick the software you want, or the video templates, or the website templates, using any of these 4 sites that I just giving you, and then get somebody to help you customize it, and you're ready to go. Even if you don't have someone to call, you can actually buy some of these developer rights and sell it on its own without necessarily doing a launch. Because it's not only through launching that you can make sales. If your software is ready, you have the developer right to resell it. You offer it on your Instagram or your Facebook. Who's to tell you some people won't buy? But if you want to do launching proper, you have to do some work on it, but use professionals to do that. Strategy number 2, by the way, that's strategy number 1. How many of us are not clear what I just explained? Because some of you can't understand unless it's complicated. I've just explained a very, very simple process. Let me know if you understand what I just said. If you don't, give me 0. If you do, give me a 10 before we go on. I always love feedback in my own training, instead of just talking, and then you don't know if people understand you. If you don't understand, post your question now so that I can explain a bit, or hold your questions until after I'm done, then you can ask it. But right now, I want to know if you understand or if you don't. Okay? Tao says 0, he doesn't understand. All we have said here is that you can go to any of those 4 sites I just mentioned. You can buy developer rights to this software. Then you get a professional on Guru.com, Fiverr, and any of those freelancing sites to help you customize it. There's plenty of them there. For less than $200-300, you get somebody to customize it for you. Now you have a software that you own, that you can sell and collect money. How hard is that? If you still don't understand that, then watch the replay. Strategy number 2, open source software to develop your own. You find, you create, and then you publish open source software. Now, open source software is software that is developed by hundreds and sometimes thousands of people working together as a team. And then, because hundreds and thousands of people all over the world are developing the software, it is free. Most times, open source softwares are actually free. You can get a copy of it. But if you want to now launch it or repackage it as your own, they make you pay for the premium version. But those are the best. I personally like open source software. If I want to launch a software, I pay for the premium package. Most times like about $1,000 or $800. Then I hire developers to help me customize it and make it suitable for the market I'm trying to reach, so that it can be very, very useful for them. This is my favorite strategy, because open source softwares are developed by thousands of people or hundreds of people. So typically the softwares are very robust, they're very strong, because the developers working all over the world are working together for an open project. That's why they call it open source, so anybody can have access. How many of us have heard of Mozilla Firefox? If you have heard of Mozilla Firefox, give me 5. If you have never heard of Firefox, I'm talking, it's a browser just like Windows. It's called Mozilla Firefox. If you've heard of it, give me 5. If you have not heard, give me 1. Okay? Most of you are probably logged in right now with Firefox. It's a browser just like Internet Explorer or Windows. What many of you may not know is that Firefox is an open source software. As a matter of fact, if you want to get a software exactly like that right now, you can get a copy of Firefox that you own. I don't know, I don't remember the website, but if you Google Firefox open source, you get to their site and you'll be able to buy a software that works exactly like Firefox. Can you believe that? Something as robust as that. It's called open source. And then, of course, if you want to now launch it as your own, you want to customize it, you have to now get professionals who will now work on it, add some features here and there, make it a little bit more customized for the audience you want to sell it for, and you sell. Most of my software, out of those 9 that I've launched, 5 of them are actually by open source, because I love open source software. They are very robust. But of course, that doesn't mean I don't spend money on it, because like I said, for me, I hire developers to do a lot of serious work on it. If you take Mobimatic is open source. I admit that very freely. But we spend over $50,000 working more on it, and I think that's even the problem. Because if you see the code of Mobimatic now, it doesn't even resemble the code of the open source, because we've done a lot of work on it. And I think that is ill-advised, because I did that when I still didn't know much about softwares. Right now, you don't want to alter the source code too much. When you alter it, that means you have to do the development yourself. When the source code gets updated, it becomes more difficult for you to automatically update your own. Again, remember, the reason why open source is great is that it's like you have thousands of web developers who are helping you to develop your software. And they are all working, because these are guys from universities, from foundations, who are just working, developing this software. Every time they bring in an update, if you bought that open source, if you bought the premium, maybe you paid $1,000 and did some little work on it to make it your own, like we did, when they updated, if you have not messed too much with the source code, updating your own customized copy now should be very easy. But if you have messed with the code too much, now you need a top-level developer to now implement those updates. And that was a mistake we made with my very first software called Mobimatic. It's actually the most successful software I've had, and it's still my best-selling to date. We've sold about $1.5 million now of that software in less than 3 years. It was November. We launched it actually exactly 3 years today. We launched it on the 7th of November, 2016. Oh, I didn't remember that. We should have done a special promo for Mobimatic, guys. How can I miss that? 3-year anniversary promo. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, best software, great software. But for those who are using it until right now, that we now hired 2 more developers to work full-time on it, it's like our updates are slow, because when the updates from the main source is done, it takes another 2 weeks of work for our own developers to implement that update in our own copy, because we actually alter the software too much. Don't make that mistake if you ever do an open source software. To me, it is the best out there, open source, because they are robust. Like I said before, they are not just something done by one person. Open source software is built by hundreds and thousands of developers working across the world on a project. Then they make it available to the public to buy, or for free, or for those of us who want to own it as a software, as a service. They make you pay anywhere from $799 to $2,000 to be able to get a premium version. And then we spend money to make it really, really customized, so that it's actually better than the original. That, to me, is one of the best strategies you can use to actually get your own software done. I can keep listing some of my software that are open source to you. It doesn't reduce the value. Some of you might look at it, oh, it said open source is free. Yeah, it's free. But for you to launch it as your own SaaS, you have to buy the premium version. And then when you do some work on it, it's a very robust software. Mozilla Firefox does more than, I don't know, $100–200 million a year, but it was based on an open source software. We all use it. Don't you use Firefox? Do you think it's a rubbish software? So it's not about the source, guys. Some of the most robust softwares that you have out there are open source software. And that is the best, because there's a lot of developers working on it. I hope you understand that. I've explained that. I didn't know I have this on my slide, but let me just go through it. Open source, some of you might be wondering, what is open source? Open source software is a software with openly available source code that anyone can inspect, modify, and enhance. Source code is part of software that most computer users don't ever see. It's the code the computer programmers can manipulate to change how a piece of software or a program works. Programmers who have access to a computer or computer program source code can improve that program by adding features to it and fixing parts that don't always work correctly. That is what we do. Also, I mentioned Mozilla Firefox. Many of you may also be surprised to know that WordPress is an open source software. That's why you can use it to create any website you want. It's open source. But people take that same WordPress and develop it into a different product that they use. But the source code is always WordPress. One of the most successful software builders, web page builders out there. I use it. In fact, there's plenty of them. Thrive is a WordPress code. It's open source. But Thrive is one of the most successful page builders out there, website builders out there. The owners are selling it. They're selling millions of dollars worth of it. So the fact that something is open source does not mean it has no value. Open source licenses grant computer users permission to use open source software for any purpose they wish, because it was developed by a community. Nobody really owns it because everybody contributed to it. That's why they call it open source. So you also can take a copy of that code, go develop it further, go add something to it, go make it your own, and make your millions of dollars. So you might be asking right now, what are the best places to get open source software you can launch? SourceForge.net, WordPress.org. Like I told you, WordPress has hundreds and hundreds of different kinds of codes, or what will I call it now? Or codes that you can use to create any type of site. You have WordPress sites that are membership sites. You have graphic design sites that are WordPress. You have a membership that are WordPress. You have page builders that are WordPress. Those are all open source that somebody got from WordPress. They got a WordPress code, and then they worked on it to create the specific use that they want for it. I'm just answering somebody who said urgent now. Okay, so how many of us understand this strategy? I just gave you two. You can Google. So any type of software you want to create, you can type and Google open source script for, then type the kind of idea you have. Google will tell you. You will see where they are. Or you just click, go in there, go purchase, and then get somebody to help you make it ready. Right in there, even in their members area, you might actually find in their forums, you might actually find people who can help you customize it. People can help you turn it into a software that you own. How many of us understand? If you understand, give me a 20. If this is Greek to you, give me a 0. Remember, you're a digital business specialist now. You don't have to understand everything, but you get an idea from what I'm saying. Okay, there is no mystery, guys. For years, I used to think launching a software is a mystery until I launched my first one 3 years to date. I was doing many other things before I launched Mobimatic November 7, 2016. And now is the easiest thing for me to do if I want to, because I know I can. Getting a software to launch is no longer my problem. The problem is whether I'm ready to launch or whether I'm going to be able to get affiliates behind that launch or whatever. And that is the mentality I want you guys to get. It is not that difficult. That's why I'm sharing this secret to get the easy ones done for you. Strategy number 3. All right, this one is the ultimate poundo. Use white label software. Basically, white label software is a software developed by one company to be distributed to other businesses that customize its appearance, but not the core implementation. And then they market it under their own brand as their own software. This is different from open source that's actually free. You only get to pay premium if you want to now do your own selling it to the world. White label is different. White label software is software owned by somebody who now gives you the permission to sell it under your own brand. It's like saying Panadol and Fensic and Advil. All those are the same chemical composition. They are all white labels. So when you are taking Panadol or you are taking Advil or you are taking paracetamol, it's the same thing you are really taking, even though most people don't even understand that. The source chemical composition of all of those is the same. I forgot the name they call it. There's one general name they call all those type of products. I'm looking for one here. Maybe I can find the name for you here. I'm looking at Advil here. I'm trying to find they call them one generic name, but they are all marketed under different brands and they are all making money. And sometimes you take Panadol, you say it's not working, you want to take Fensic, but you are really taking the same thing, but different arrangement and different marketing, different marketing strategies. So where can you get white label software that you can turn around and launch and say, oh, they are everywhere, people. This is the easiest to get. Be paying attention. Many JVZoo software launches offer white label options. They just make you pay a little more, and then they give you a white label version. That's it. To sell it, all you now really need to do is create your own sales pages, give it a different name, and there you go. That is, and many of that have been launched under so many names. I told you guys this. Take, for instance, Design Bundle. If you just launch it again, did 100,000. Design Bundle is the same as Designer, with maybe one or two adjustments here and there. I own Designer, or rather we own Design Bundle and Designer together, and then we split it into two. Since it's the same thing, we are like, why don't you just take one? Let me take one. So he took Design Bundle, I took Designer, but they basically do the same thing. But we launched Designer, we did, the first week we did $167,000. When we launched Design Bundle, we did about 105,000. Now he has relaunched Design Bundle again. He called it Design Bundle Local. And they just did another 100,000. I didn't get to, unfortunately, I don't get to own any of that money because we have already split it at that time. And I'm very happy for him. He did well. What I'm trying to tell you is that in software, there's a lot of white label software out there that are almost identical. And I'm sure many of you have bought different software that you have seen that they're almost the same. They're white label. Every once in a while, maybe they add one or two features here and there to make it a little bit different. If you look at Funnel 360 and FX Funnel, they're basically white label of the same product. I'm just sharing these secrets with you guys. There's nothing secret. I own Funnel 360 and I own a part of FX Funnel. I can't tell you the story of how FX Funnel came. It's not as if I woke up and I wanted to do that, but it happened, and we just have to work with what is going on. But what I'm saying to you is that FX Funnel, Funnel 360, and maybe a couple of other page builders out there are really the same thing. They're just white labels. And they all sell, and they all work. People use them, but they're under different labels. So you want to look out for that. If you are looking for where to get one, JVZoo launches most of them. Yes, have the same source code, but they are marketed under different brand names, just like you see, just like clothes. It's just like this shirt that we're wearing. It's just cotton. The cotton is probably made by the same company, but it's now rebranded. That you call one Polo, you call one Saviro, you call one, and we all fight ourselves over it because of the brand, the quality of the brand, the way the brand has marketed itself, not because the product itself is any different. Most ties, this is a very good tie, but I'm sure you can find ties that are exactly like this in 4 or 5 other brand names. Some will sell their own $200 and get away with it. Some will sell their own $40, even though it's the same way in software. It's not different. So if you're looking for white label product software, just Google white label software for, that you put for graphic design, white label software for page builders, white label design for video marketing software. They will all come out. Then pick the one you want. How hard can this be? This is all about confidence. Don't worry about the technical skills. The reason why you are not launching your own software yet is because you believe, because you don't know anything about technical, you can't launch one. And here I am telling you this. I don't have technical skills. I share secrets. Most gurus won't tell you this is I'm telling you. I don't believe in hiding any secret from anybody that is business. The more money everyone makes, the better all of us are. Your money is never going to stop my money. You can launch 100 software you want tomorrow. It will not stop me from launching my own and still making my money, because it comes to marketing. Always remember, like I said, Panadol, Fensic, Advil, Tylenol, they are all the same source code. They are just marketed under different headache tablets. Same way with software. Many softwares are actually white labels of each other. But when you look at one or the other, you probably tell yourself this one is better than this. Maybe one is selling for $1,000, another one is selling for $300, and then you're thinking one is better. But really, the source code is really the same. It's all about the market. And it's all about the work that people put into how they market their own white label, how they make their white label look. So for me, guys, it's all about whether you are ready to rock or whether you dare to take the bulls by the horn and get your own in this industry. There's no mystery. Now, I'm not saying there are no people out there who are building software from scratch, but I don't even believe in that. When it comes to launching software, maybe now that I've launched 9, I'm now thinking of maybe building one from scratch, but I don't like building software from scratch even. Because when you build it from scratch, there's going to be a lot of what do they call, a lot of glitches the first few months, 6 months, 1 year that they're using it. Because code is writing 01010 and writing in different ways. Many times they make a mistake. But a white label, the software is already working. So you don't have to deal with that teething problem. You don't have to deal with that brand new problem. Of course, building a software from scratch, people will tell you is the best. I'm telling you right now, quite honestly, I don't think so. I think open source is the best of the different types of softwares out there. So it's not about even money. Okay, if I have the money to give you to go develop a scratch from zero from me, and I have where I can get an open source software for the same product, I'm going to go for open source. Because open source has thousands of people working on it. They are correcting the glitches every day, as opposed to the one you build from zero. So don't think until you build a software from zero, you are not building a quality software. It's a lie. As a matter of fact, when you build it from zero, you better be ready to spend 6 months to 1 year fixing the bugs, because there will be bugs. I don't care who did it. The only difference is that in white labels that have been launched or in open source that have been there for years, the bugs have been worked out over time. Your own that you are building from scratch, you still have to work with those bugs. That's why you do beta testing. And depending on how brand new your software is, a lot of beta testing will have to go in before your software is ready to be consumed. You don't have that luxury when you have a family to feed. You don't have that luxury when you have a house to build. You want to pick a software that is working and focus on your marketing. Marketing is the money. I'm sharing some profound knowledge with you guys here that because you really didn't pay big money for this, you won't even appreciate it. Guys pay $5,000 to hear this kind of thing from the gurus. And I'm not joking, I'm one of them. I've paid to go listen to this in San Diego Mastermind. It was $1,000 a month. Not one time, a month, by Mike Filsam. And these are the kind of things he was teaching us there. And I was in that program for about 11 months, so I spent $11,000 to hear this kind of stuff. You guys are just hearing it. Hopefully you understand and make something of it. All right? So, strategy number 4. How many like that strategy? You like it? Give me, this time, give me a 50. You think it's bullshit? Give me a 0. I always tell people, the same way I teach as hard when somebody pays me $5,000, the same way I teach when it is free. I don't know any different. Most people will teach you, they just put it on the head and then tell you go and pay now to be able to get the full thing. That used to irritate me when I was a guru wannabe. I'll be honest with you. When I was a rookie, I used to feel frustrated. You go to a webinar, they just do cha 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 cha, then they tell you go and buy now. They don't want to give you the meat. If I'm training, I'm going to give you the meat. It still won't stop you from buying my product if you think it's what it, like this one I've been talking all along is just a part B of one module in a 12 module course. That should tell you what Launchify 360 is all about. Go talk to Shane Ogundele, who will tell you how that package changed his life. He paid $1,000 for it. Ask him. But today, at the end of this class, I'm going to give you opportunity to buy the complete Launchify 360 thing for half of the price, for $497. But right now, I'm talking to you about how to create your own software without writing a line of code. So stay focused on that. Strategy number 4, obviously, the ultimate pando, private label rights. This one, you don't even mess around. Private label rights are a special type of rights or license which you purchase where you are legally allowed to edit and publish the product, software, ebook, article, etc. as your own. You can include your own name or your company's name as the author that created it. And where can you get private label rights? Where you can turn around and launch as your own. I mean, this is the easiest to get type of software. Again, PLR Assassin, you see software there. Again, remember, when you are starting out, don't be looking for wanting to be like the top guys. You got to take one step at a time. You don't have to have the best software when you are starting out. I'm giving you a link, plrassassin.netpreneurtools.com. In that same place, when you register, I encourage you, you want to register and get a subscription so that you can have access to everything there for months. They also have software for private labels. I mean, I've not used that because, like I said, I typically prefer open source. And if I'm going to go, maybe I'll go with a white label. Private label, I really have not used when it comes to software, but there are hundreds and thousands there. And if all you need to do is get your feet wet by getting your first software ready by next week, if possible, you get a private label one. All you need to simply do is get somebody to change the name for you the same way you change the name of a book, and then you have your own software legally that you own in your name. Lots of people don't know that. Yes, you might not be able to say, okay, this is strong enough for me to launch in a place like JVZoo, but you can sell it on social media. You can sell it through your Instagram. You can sell it through email. You can sell it through adverts. You can make some money even if you can't launch it in the mega places. So don't limit yourself. You can get them easily and cheaply from PLR websites. I just gave you the one, my favorite one is plrassassin.netpreneurtools.com, or I have 2 PLR sites I recommend now. There's also idplr.netpreneurtools.com. idplr.netpreneurtools.com. So any of those 2 places, you get plenty of software there that you can customize and you can turn into your own. So when we are doing the 10 days digital product challenge, you can decide that it's software you want to do, or you can decide that it's a book. And like I said, I've decided that we're going to dedicate the whole of next week to the 10-day challenge for you to create your first digital product. It can be an ebook, it can be software, it can be video training, it can be audio pack. All you are going to need to do that is this training and the one on Tuesday, and then you execute. And I'm going to put guidelines out there on the page. Me and my team, we have been discussing that we want to do this challenge so that we're even going to give out money, okay, for people who make the most sale during that challenge. But we'll talk about all of that over the weekend on the Facebook group, and we're still working on it. But even if we don't do that, this training is about how you can create your own software using private label rights, okay? And when you're launching your products, you don't necessarily have to use PayPal like Peter Sunday is asking. PayPal is just a means of collecting your money now. I don't even have PayPal right now. I know that will surprise you guys. They close all my accounts. I don't know if you know about the PayPal clamping down on marketers. I had more than 7 PayPal accounts. They were closing it one by one, and I got tired. I don't have PayPal. I still sold over $1,400 on Monday. I sold $860 on Tuesday. I don't know how much we have sold today. We are selling every day. I don't have PayPal software. Okay? So I use Stripe, and you can use many other places to be able to get your team. And remember, JV Africa is coming live, where you can actually launch your product to the African audience. If the world is still scaring you, you can launch your Nigerians and collect your Naira. That's also okay. All right? So let's move on. Strategy number 5, master reseller rights software. This is even easier. Now, in PLR, you can actually change the name of the product. You can call yourself the owner. You can make changes to the product. But in master reseller rights, you cannot do that. That's the only difference. Master reseller means you buy rights to that software, and it allows you to resell it and keep 100% of the money. I even have this for practically all my software, where you buy the rights to resell, and for a small price, maybe like $150 or $200, you get maybe 200 licenses. That means you can then turn around and sell that software and keep 100% of the money. But the difference here is that you cannot change the name of the product. You cannot call yourself the owner of the product. You have to sell the product as is. It's like buying many shoes from me at a reduced price and then go to resell it at whatever price you want. You can't change the name of the shoes. You can't change the label. You can't change any of that. That is another way for you to sell software if software is hungry you to sell, as they say in Nigeria. In other words, even if you don't want to bother with all those customizing, all those getting somebody to work on something for you, then get reseller rights. More than 70% of products that are launched on JVZoo have reseller rights package, where you can buy the reseller rights for a very small amount of money, most of the time less than $200, and then you can resell the software for 100% of the price. They will even give you all the sales pages. They will give you all the promotional materials. And that is what we offer, part of what we offer in NFS. That tells me, again, NFS, for those of you who have not bought it, NFS actually gives you the reseller rights to 10 of my hottest selling products. You sell them and get to keep 100% of the proceeds. You get all the squeeze pages, all the landing pages. You even get all the upsell products, which actually gives you about 50 software to sell, with all the sales pages, all the follow-ups, all of it done already. So all you need to do is just go get traffic to it, just go promote it. Sorry, that link was wrong. And post it. So nfspackage.com, I think that's what it is. Somebody check it for me. nfspackage.com, for those of you who might want to get it. Sorry, just a second here. Yes. So that is, you can actually get that from my where's my slide now? My slide is gone. Sorry, guys. I have to. While I was plugging, I lost the feed. Let me share again. Share. There you go. All right. The feed should be back now. Is the slides back? Is the slide back on the screen? Is the slide back? All right. So yeah, master resell right. In my own actually it's not for master resell rights. You get the right to sell all the products, and then and get to keep all the money, rather, to sell the product and sell all the money. And I'm saying 70% of products that are launched on JVZoo, Warrior Plus, or ClickBank, they always have reseller rights as an upsell. You probably won't get it in the front end. It's all, typically it's like in upsell number 3 or number 4. They allow you to buy the rights, and then you sell and you keep 100% of the profit. Finally, the sixth way for you to own a software is to build your own unique software using a freelancer. And this, again, is easier than you think. I think Seun Ogudele builds his own software that way. He uses freelancers to build his own software from scratch. That's a model. You are not the one doing the work. You don't have to have a technical skill to get it done. You go to guru.com, upwork.com, Fiverr, even Fiverr and Warrior Forum. There are people who build softwares there. You just need to know you just have an idea of the software you want to build. Describe what you want it to do. You go there, you get people that will build it for you. Sometimes for as little as between $300 and $2,000. They will build you your own software that you own from scratch, if that's what you want. So you don't have to have any technical skills to own a software. You just need to know what to do. And I've just given you 6 strategies to do that. All right? So here, actually, I'm going to the strategy for the Launchify 360 class, and I think that's where we're going to end the presentation for today, because this doesn't really concern you or help you, because that's the follow-up to the, where is it now? Uh-oh. I think I'm lost. All right, stop share. All right, there you go. So essentially, that's it. Those are the 6 ways for you to build your own software without writing a line of code. Nothing complicated, guys. It all comes down to how tough you are or how bold you are to go for this. What I just shared with you is one module in a 12-module course, because the course actually talks about not just about how to create a software or create a digital product. It also goes on to show you how to launch it for 6 figures. When I talk 6 figures, I'm talking in dollars now, for $100,000 and above. Of course, you may not get that. There is no guarantee, but at least you'll be able to have a successful launch of your product. So that is called Launchify 360. For those of you who might be interested in that, that is a $997 package, and I'm giving 50% discount off of that today. Okay, for those of you who might be interested, just if you are interested in it, you give me, indicate, and I'll put a link in there. I don't even know the link off it. Let me go find it. Now let's see your questions. Come on, people. What are your questions on what you have just learned, or any of this stuff we have been talking about for the last 1 hour or so? So we've crossed the 1 hour mark. This is supposed to be a 2-hour presentation where you ask questions. Okay. All right, let me. Can a software like Grammarly be created? Of course, any software can be created. What do you mean? You just search. If you want to get a software like Grammarly, type clone for Grammarly, clone script for Grammarly. I just type what you, if you want to look for a similar site like that, that's what to search. Clone script for. Google will tell you. You see people who sell it. It's already out there. I know that because I think I checked it out at one point and I saw it. And it's ridiculous price. By the time you see it there, it's ridiculous. Right? That's the answer. That's what Emmy Wealth wanted to know. iPlus says, is WordPress niche profitable? Can one make 6 figures in it? Lots of people have made 6 figures with WordPress software. In fact, I'm going to be launching one with one of my proteges very soon. His name is Jerry. Jetty has been with us for over a year now. He's been working. He's actually launched his software in Nigeria, and we are going to partner with him, and we are going to take it global. So there's some of the most profitable software out there is WordPress. Even though the gurus will tell you they don't like it, is a lie. Many of them, what they launch is WordPress. They even try to disguise it so that you won't know it's WordPress. Okay. Timothy, is there any flexible payment plan for Launchify 360? No. It's a $997 product, and I'm offering it today. Let me actually, I think I have 2 or 3 payment plans. Let me actually go look for the link. Can't remember what the link is now. Too many links for this stuff. I'll look for it in a minute. But if I'm giving you 50% off, then you are not going to get that much leeway in terms of payment plan, unless you want to pay the old $997 and paid like $300 over 3 months or something. But let me look and see what we have. Okay, I can't remember the URL offered. Buyer, if you are there, can you post the link for the URL thing for me? The one that is on Thrive. Another one we have a good discount on that. The one on JVZoo is $997. I can't discount that because that one is affiliates are promoting that. So they do. If affiliates see me giving 50% off on a product that they are still selling, there's going to be a problem. So we are not going to do that. I'm waiting for the link while waiting for your questions, guys, and then to see what we can give in terms of deal. All right, I have the link for the one that is already. Please post your question while I'm waiting for the link from Mr. Bayo, please. How do we get affiliates to promote your software launch? That's a training for another day, because that's a whole, in fact, in my Launchify 360 pack, that's like over 2 or 3 hours of training. But that is how to launch the software. I don't think we are treating that on this call, but because I always like to answer every question, I don't know how to answer this in a 5-minute thing. There are many ways you can get affiliates to launch your software, but the best way is for you to have a JV manager. The JV manager knows all the affiliates. The JV manager is the one that's going to go recruit all the affiliates for you. You don't even need to know anyone. My Mobimatic, when we launched it, I didn't know any serious software affiliates that is going to help me. So I got an affiliate manager. I paid him a percentage of the sales, and he recruited all the affiliates that sold that $400,000 that we made in 5 days. Sorry, in the first 7 days. I myself did not even sell up to $20,000 out of that $400,000 we sold in the first 1 month or so of Mobimatic. It was all recruited for me by an affiliate manager. And by the way, we have some great ones in Africa now. Victory Apomedaye is a great affiliate manager now. I also do a bit, particularly if it's for my student, but I really don't call myself an affiliate manager because I partner. And I only partner for 50-50. I don't take anything less than that because I will spend my own money too in terms of helping getting to get a launch done, the sales pages, the sales videos. I pay for all of that. Sometimes I spend up to $10,000 for somebody's launch, but we co-own the product. That's what I do. So I don't see myself as an affiliate manager. I see myself as a partner because we're going to own the product together. But there are many affiliate managers out there in Nigeria. Danny Adetunji is a good affiliate manager now. Victor Apomedaye is. Ifiok is. Most of the guys doing well are affiliate managers too. Just that most of them now will not just do affiliate management for you. They want to own part of the software. And it makes sense. Why should they help you go and make $100,000 sales when they themselves can make a software themselves and own everything? So the only way that will be attractive for them is if you guys are partnering 50-50, they can then use their skills to help you get affiliates. Short of that, you can get JV managers to promote for you. But I did a comprehensive training on that I can't go into here, where on how to recruit affiliates to promote your product. Not only that, in Launchify 360 package, you actually have, I also publish a list of, I think, about 2,000 affiliates with their contact numbers or contact information where you can contact them one-on-one to try to get them to promote your product. I have a list of JV managers. In fact, that list alone in that package is worth the Naira $97 because I myself, I paid $1,000 for a list that only had 50 names in it when I was still looking for who to help me promote my product. So that list alone is what you get in the Launchify 360 package. And I just posted the link on the chat. It's a long list, a long link because I don't have the short one. I'm still waiting for Bayo to post it for me. Or China here, if you are listening, you need to get in touch with Bayo. I need the link for Launchify 360, the one that is $497, not the $997 one. So that those who want to buy it, they can get it on this call. I encourage you to get it. It's only $497. Trust me, it is probably going to be the best money you ever pay in your life. And if you want to get the NFS package, which is not really getting you a software, that one is giving you the reseller rights to sell the software and keep 100% of the profit to 10 of my best-selling software. You get all the materials, all the promotional materials. In addition, it now gives you also the 8 weeks training for you to build your own business. So that is my number one product now, NFS, a 4-step formula. But that's it. Next question. Timothy, you have the link. I've just posted the link to get the Launchify 360 plan. And I posted the link for the one for $497. And it's a one-time purchase. I'm sorry, there is no payment plan for it. If you want the payment plan, you have to contact me privately, but then you have to pay the $997. Then we can work with you about paying 4 times, 3 times, but you're going to pay full price. So whatever works for you. Okay, next question, guys. Kingsley Osuji says, are there marketing drawbacks from patronizing MRR software as master reseller? Well, there are no marketing drawbacks because remember, you are selling software that belongs to somebody else. You can't change the name. You can't call yourself the owner. You are just selling it. So it's a different brand. You don't get to mess with it. You can only collect money from selling it. So there's really no marketing drawbacks. But this one, you have not invested anything in developing the software. You are not investing anything in developing it. All of that will be done by the owner of the software. You are just collecting 100% of the money for the master resale rights. Most people who own software at JVZoo won't give you master resale rights. They will give you resale rights where you can sell number of copies. But master resale rights are very much available in PLR Assassin or ID PLR. Kingsley Osuji, hope that answers your question. How do you become an affiliate of Doc Studio? Very simple. You simply go to JVZoo, apply to promote it. We approve you. You get a 50% commission for promoting any of my product. You don't have to buy anything from me to be able to promote my product. Just apply to promote it. We approve you. You go take the emails that were prepared for you to promote it and then promote it. When you make a sale, you get a 50% commission. That is affiliate marketing. That has got nothing to do with what we're discussing here. All right, Peter Sunday, that's answer for you. Any other question, please? All right, even though we still have almost 30 minutes to go, it's a 2-hour webinar. We're only 1 hour, 24 minutes into it. But if you are done, then we will call it a day. I'll give you a few more. I'll give you a few more. All right. Any other question? In the absence of any other question, I'm going to have to call this a day again. Remember, one of the best packages you can get is this Launchify 360 package because it's a step-by-step process for you to create and launch your own software product on the internet. The program is a lot more, the training is even more on how to launch. because that is where the money is. That's the one you want to know the secrets. And we have not covered that today. We are not going to cover that in this webinar. Sorry about that. Okay. Is that it? In the absence of that, I want to tell you guys, taking action is the best way for you to win. All right. The link I gave you is the one for $4.97. That one is not public, so the discount is already there. There's no, you don't need any coupon. Just click on that link and then you go and buy. The one that you need a coupon for is the one that says $9.97. And I'm not sending you that today. I'm giving you the one that is already discounted, the one that is just $4.97. Now, when you click that link, it should say $4.97. Let me just double check it, because we only use that in private promotions for those who want to give the half price. All right. Yes, the price is already reduced on that one, so you can just put your card, your credit card, your payment information, your bank information, and then you get it. Okay. And if you're having challenge, always contact me. You can contact me by WhatsApp. Send me a message on WhatsApp, and I'll be happy to respond to that. And for those who want it later, how can they get it? Yeah, just copy that link. That link is going to be active. I'm not going to, I don't know when I'm going to take it down, but I'm not going to tell you there's a timeline on it now. Probably going to be active for a while until my people decide that it's up enough. So just save that link. If you're on this call and you want to buy Launchify 360 anytime, you can click it. But once the price change is changed, don't call me back and say I told you $4.97, because we are always changing these prices. The Seun Ogundele, you guys heard him when I was interviewing him. He said selling that package for $9.97 is like I'm wasting talent, that I should sell it for nothing less than $10,000. You had him. He himself did a weekend training, trying to use some of the stuff similar to what I did, and it's $500,000. He was selling it. And it's not anywhere near what I gave him. And he says that selling it for that. So I may increase my prices too, because what I realized though is that those who pay me big prices for my products tend to have more success because they are serious. So I'm actually toying with the idea of increasing all my prices, not because I even want your money, but because I want you to have results. Because without results, I'm not happy. It's like I'm just wasting my energy talking. So if what will make people take action is paying a lot more for my product, then that's what I'm going to do. So when you have opportunity to get my products for cheap, please get it, because once it goes up, when you send me a message on it, I don't even respond anyway, so don't cry. All right? Next question. Okay. Yeah, Seun, exactly. Timothy was there at the conference. Seun said it. It's like $9.97 is like I'm insulting myself. When Victory is doing affiliate training for 2 million naira for some people. I don't know what these guys are, their eyes are so hard, I don't understand. But I get it, that when you put down $500,000 for a project, for a product, you're going to use it. You're going to do the exercises because you don't want to lose your money. But when it's free, and I'm suspecting seriously that this will be the last free course I do, to be honest with you, I really want, and it's not because of the money, I really don't need it. God has blessed me. By God's grace, I'm doing okay. Okay. But training that doesn't show results from the receiver is wasted energy. So if what will make you do it is to make you go and sell your house or sell your car or sell your phone to be able to get into the training, that's what we're going to do going forward. So when you have the opportunity, take advantage of it. All right, that's it for today. What we're going to be doing next week, like I said, we're going to be doing a lot about yes, exactly. Timothy said the Victory even charge up to 3 million naira for affiliate training as well. Yes, and am I going to say it's not worth it? No, it's worth it, because 3 million is less than $10,000. What you're going to learn can make you $20,000 with your first launch, even if it's a poor one. So why can't you pay 10,000 for? So I'm never going to say their stuff is expensive. It's not. I'm the one that is cheap, and I need to fix that. But what we're going to do next week, like I said, we're going to have a book challenge. And that book challenge is not even going to be free. I'm going to post it in. I'm going to make you pay something for it. Because every day I'm going to come here over the next week to just push you from zero to where you actually have your first published product, whether it's a book, whether it's a training course, whether it's a software, ready by next week, Sunday. So it's going to be a 10-day challenge. And then I'm going to make you pay a token to be able to participate. It's not going to be for everybody. Maybe something like $200, $200. That's not much, or maybe something that you can afford. It's not for everybody. It's only for those who are serious. But I'll post the details on it on the site latest, maybe by Sunday. I'm still thinking about the modules because I want it to be a daily thing so that every day you have an assignment, so that you know what to do. On Monday, you know what to do. Tuesday, you know what to do. Wednesday, you know what to do. And then I'm going to come back to get a feedback that you're doing it so that by Sunday, we can all declare victory. Right? Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate you. Keep the flag flying. A copy of this video we posted on the members area. Once it has rendered, it takes another 2 hours or so. I'll post it in the area and be getting ready to participate in the 10 days digital product creation challenge. Right? It's not going to be free. So don't ask me to give it to you for free now. But without participating in the challenge, you can actually go ahead and get your stuff done. So that by the end of next week, you can have a testimonial for yourself. And those who are participating in the challenge, of course, we're going to take them to a different group entirely so that I can focus on them. It won't be done right inside the DBS area. But the announcement will be made in that area. Hope we all get it. If you understand everything I've just said today, give me a 50. If you don't, and you need me to explain again, give me a 0. Come on. I'm wrapping up now. I want to be sure you guys are with me. All right, cool. How many of us would like to participate in the digital product challenge? Let me even know if I've got an audience. How many of you will be willing to participate at $200, where we take you from beginning from Monday to next week Sunday, and your product is ready on the table, ready to sell? All right. How many of you, if you're going to be interested in that, I want you to give me 7, because we are going to, or give me a 10, because it's 10 days challenge. If you want to be part of that, okay, not free. I want you to put your phone number and your email so that my people can call you when we are ready. I don't want everybody. And the challenge is, the ultimate of it is for you to launch your first, or to actually create and have your first product ready to go. Possibly, I will also give you templates to host your product so that you get a sales page that you can customize ready. Okay, if you are ready to do this, it's going to be only for $200. I want you to write your phone number and your name so that my assistants can copy it down, and they will be calling you either by text or by phone to sort this out, to give you a link to pay and all that, so that I need to get at least, for this to be worth it for me, I need to get at least 30 people registered for this. It's going to be about $200. I'll post it on the page, and they will contact you, and we'll make this happen. Please, before you go, if you are going to be part of this, type your name and your phone number. And Chinaya, if you are there, please help me write down the name and phone numbers, please, so that I can contact the few that are serious that want to be part of this. All right. If you still have any questions before I go on this, please post it. Okay. Before I close, I just want to make sure I give you guys time to type in your name, your phone number, for those of you who, and email, your name, phone number, and email, for those of you who want to participate in this. All right, I see some of you only type name, some of you only type phone number. Please, I want name, phone number, and email so that we can contact you, please. Chinaya, I hope you are making notes here. I see Jim Pierce. I see Ori Suleiman Abiola. I see Taiwo Olariwaju. I see Triumph Oluwayomi. You didn't have your phone number or email there against your name. I see Iniudo. I don't see your phone number and your email. You need to type your name, phone number, and email so that we can contact you when the link for you to pay and all the details, because it's going to be very detailed. I'm going to give you exercises to do. I'm going to give you materials to use, and I'm going to give you templates to be able to get your stuff ready. This is about making you take action. That accountability is going to be daily for the next, from Monday to Sunday next week, where we're going to meet in a small group. We're going to add it to a small group, probably WhatsApp or Facebook, where we work with you. It is only for those who are ready. not those who still want to keep doing training and training. I want people who can show me results. All right. iPlus says, I'm just waiting for those who want to type in their name and phone number and email. Please hurry up because I got to go. But meanwhile, let me answer iPlus question. It says, how can we find a profitable niche to create software for? How do we know that the software idea will be embraced in the market? Very, very good points. There are ways to find out whether a software is going to be profitable. Again, that package, I don't know how else to say it. And I really hate doing this because you're asking questions that are outside of this training and I can't go into it. It is all explained in that my product, Launchify 360. The only thing I can advise you is go get it. That is best because to get the full detail of what you want. You are very correct. You shouldn't just do a software when you don't know if it's going to sell. And there are ways to do that. Let me just give you one so that it's not like I don't want to answer your question. One of it is, for instance, you can go to JVZoo and go and look at products that have been selling in the last 30 days. There's a place you log in into JVZoo. There's a place you check to see what type of products are selling. Typically, and this is counterintuitive, you find out that over a running 30-day period, it's similar types of products that are coming to the market for a simple reason. Because they are selling. That's one way you will know whether your type of product is going to be accepted by the market. That's just one of so many ways that you can do this. Unfortunately, I can't go into full details on answering everything for you. That's a 2-hour training on its own. You can go to muncheye.com and look for the types of products that are launching. Because people don't launch a product that won't work. Those guys have already done their own work. So you just look at what they are selling and then go do your own. A third way you can do this, you can go to ClickBank. ClickBank has a record of products that have sold over the last 10 years. You can check. There's a place you click, and then you see how many products sold over the last 1 year. And from there, you can get an idea the kind of niches that are selling. That's already 4, in a nutshell, out of the 10 examples that I give. All right? iPlus, I hope that answers your question. Any other question? Okay, I see Inudo has posted. Triumph has posted. All right. In the absence of anyone, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 8 people have indicated so far. That's not bad. I will post the information again on the group. Hopefully, we get at least 20 to 30 people to sign up for this, for it to be worth my time, so that I can spend every day next week working with you guys to try to get you to get your first product created. All right, people? That's it. I appreciate you so much. For those of you who still want to take care of this, when I post on Facebook, you can then express your interest. But I'm looking forward to it. But above all, it's action. You have had enough today, even if you don't have any money to participate in the 10 days challenge. You have had enough. You can execute some stuff on your own. Without execution, there's no money, guys. Without execution, there's no breakthrough. That's all I can tell you. Keep fighting, keep hustling, and I love you guys. This is Dr. Kwebanwo, and I'm out.